Good morning, my name is Ariel, and if you read one work of fiction this year, let The Shack by Paul Young be it. The Shack is a book that deals with how a man copes with the death of his daughter and how he spends a weekend with God, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit in a shack, and how his weekend really changes how he finds a closer relationship or develops a closer relationship of faith within himself and with God. If you have ever lost a loved one, or if you have ever had trouble finding your faith or figuring out what you really believe in, I would definitely recommend picking up the book The Shack. You can pick it up at Books A Million, you can get it at Barnes & Noble, you can buy it online. It was written a couple years ago. It's definitely worth the read, and it's definitely worth your time. The Shack wrestles with the timeless question of where is God in a world of unspeakable pain? And what that means is, in the story, Mackenzie, which is the main character, loses his daughter on a camping trip, and he really has a hard time coping with her death. And he spends a weekend in the shack with Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and he really needed that weekend. That way he can come to terms with his daughter's death, and that way he can find himself and strengthen his own faith. I would definitely recommend picking up The Shack. It is definitely one of the best books I have. It's not intended for a specific audience, but I do recommend reading The Shack if you have trouble finding your faith, or if you are having trouble coping with the death of a loved one. It really touches bases on those two big subjects. It's a book that you're not going to want to put down. It'll have you on your toes the whole time, and you will not want to stop reading it. I have read the book 4 times, and I'm in the middle of reading it again. So, with that being said, you should definitely go pick up The Shack, and it is definitely worth the read. Thank you so much for your time.